Hi, this video is to show you how to install these Rossignol Control Step-in IFP bindings. And these bindings are compatible with any ski that comes with an IFP plate built in. A lot of times when you buy the skis, the bindings do not come with the ski. So I bought these separately, and these are tool free, so you don't need any tools, just your hands, and they come in two pieces, and you connect them by what boot size you have. So for example, I am a size 39, and so when I connect these pieces, the line at the 39 will match up with the end of the front piece of the binding. And you notice opposite of the 39 is the number 41, and that just means any boot size from 39, 40, and 41 is the same setting. So I'm just going to flip this over, and they'll have the same numbers on the back. So 39, 41 is what I want, and I've lined it up to the front of this piece here, or is the back side of the front piece, I guess. And to connect these, they have the notch side here, and these just slide obviously into the notch and underneath this piece here. So you just tuck the teeth sides in, and then it just sits flat. So that side is in now. And you do the same thing with the other side. You kind of just push the teeth side down and into the notch. And there, now it's in. And you know you've done it right because the two pieces are now one, and they won't come off. If they shake off, then it's not in to the notch and under the groove here. Another thing about these bindings is there are these pins here, and these pins will go into the holes here so that they stay in place. And also, when you adjust the bindings for moving it forward and backwards to change the level of grip or glide that you want, these pins will lock into those holes. So before I install these, I'm going to raise these pins so that way it'll slide into the IFP plate a lot easier. You don't have to, but I'm going to. And all you'd have to do is there's a finger indent here on these control bindings. I just use my thumb and push it back, and there's about 2 clicks to fully raise the pins out of the way. So now all I have to do is slide the binding into the IFP plate. But the thing to note here is the heel piece has a different channel size and configuration than the front. So when you first slide it in, don't worry about the heel, because the heel piece won't fit into the front piece at all. The front piece here has the channels here, and kind of like the male connectors here and the female connectors here, and it's the opposite on the heel. The heel has the male connector on the binding, and the female grooves are on the ski plate here. So to slide it in, just line up, just focus on the front piece and not worry about the heel piece just yet. And as you slide it in, you can now watch for the heel piece as it gets closer to the rear IFP plate. You can just press it down, and then as you continue to push, so now the heel piece has now engaged with the channels here because it's not flapping up and down anymore. And so both the front and the heel are now inside the channels. And I'm just going to push it. And there's these little windows here. I'm just going to pull it out for a second here. These little windows will show you what setting you're at. And because I have the pins raised, they're just going to slide right over the numbers. So I'm going to slide it over to 0. Because that's the neutral setting, and I don't know how much grip or glide I'm going to want until I'm out skiing. So I'm going to start with the neutral, and I'm going to lock it in place by letting the pins down. by sliding, put my finger in the finger indent, sliding it forward towards the tip here. And luckily I lined it up quite perfectly because the pin, this lever here is now sitting flush. That's how I know it's sitting in the pin. And there's also one little additional click to lock it in place. If the pins weren't lined up properly, you wouldn't be able to have this lever sit flush, and you won't be able to push this lever, that extra click, to lock it in. So to adjust the, like say you want more grip, you're going to want to move the binding up towards the tip. So I'm going to do the same thing, put my finger in the same indent and loosen up and push it in, and it raises the pin. And now I'm going to slide the binding forward and look in the window here. Oops, I kind of overshot it. Now it's at +3, that's the highest setting. It goes +2, +1, and then 0. So if I had it at, say, oops, sliding pretty easily because I have the pins lifted here. So say, and both windows should have the same number. Oops. Or sorry, I guess this window has the +2 and the other one's blank. So, and I tried to lock it into the +2, but this lever is still sitting high, so it's not flush. So that means I'm off a little bit, so I'm just going to slide it. So I just wiggled it back and forth until it clicked down. And that's how I know the pin is now engaged, and now I can lock it. So now I'm on the +2 side, giving me more grip. Push it open again, and now I can slide it. And now on -2, and there's also a -3. That's the furthest back setting, which will give you more glide. And again, if I try to lock this in place, so it's not sitting flush, so I'm just gonna wiggle it. There, now it's sitting flush. That means the pin has engaged into the slot there. And I can also lock it. So just once more, I'm just going to move it back to the neutral position. I guess it reads 00 when it's in neutral, but only one window will have a number when you slide it one way or the other. So now I'm going to see if I've got it. Nope, it's sitting flush. There. And now I will lock it. So yeah, so that is how to install and use your Rossignol Control Step-In IFP bindings. Hope this helps you.